Have you ever woken up and felt like you couldn't move? You felt like your whole body was paralyzed, you couldn't yell, you couldn't scream for help, and you felt like you saw something and you couldn't explain it. Sleep paralysis is when you wake up asleep and your body is completely paralyzed. Some of you have probably gone through this like many times or at least once. I myself go through this many times and it sucks. Sleep paralysis is a hereditary disorder, and you wake up feeling like you're paralyzed and you can't move, you can't yell, and the only thing you could do is see what's around you. I will discuss what causes sleep paralysis, the symptoms of sleep paralysis, and some myths behind sleep paralysis. According to Hiro Takahashi in the article Sleeping Paralysis Awake But Still Asleep, written on January the 7th, 2008, stated that to prevent a person from acting out on a dream, the brain sends signals to inhibit muscle contraction. Although some peripheral muscles such as fingers and face still twitch, the large skeletal muscles become relaxed or paralyzed as a result. In other words, your brain itself is the one that makes you become paralyzed, so you won't act on dreams. So just in case, let's say you're dreaming that you're punching someone and you're sleeping next to someone, your brain would paralyze you so you actually won't punch the person you're sleeping next to. This happens during REM sleep. REM sleep is when you are in the act of dreaming, so this is most likely when you're going to get sleep paralysis. And sleep paralysis is also caused by stress, if you're having stress, anxiety, or you have panic attacks when you're awake, and also when you're sleeping on your back. Now that I talked to you about what causes sleep paralysis, I'm going to talk to you about the symptoms of sleep paralysis. Yeah, the symptoms of sleep paralysis is basic. It's just you become paralyzed, you have little respiratory, so you can still breathe. You can't move at all. You can't speak, you can't yell, but you can see what's around you. You could also see hallucinations. So some people may say, oh, I saw a witch, or I saw like a demon on top of me and I couldn't breathe, it was crushing me and I couldn't yell. Also, what causes these hallucinations is while you're dreaming, you're hearing things, you're seeing things, and then when you get sleep paralysis, you wake up in the state when you were still dreaming. So whatever you were dreaming of, you're seeing around you. So those maybe like those demonic images that you see were part of your dream. According to meaningofdream.org, if you guys want to know how to get rid of sleep paralysis, maybe you guys are tired of waking up and feeling paralyzed, this is how you could get rid of it. According to meaningofdream.org, getting enough sleep and trying to reduce stress can help you prevent sleep paralysis. You can also avoid sleeping on your back. Also, they say that if you can't get rid of stress, just go through the episode. Might as well just finish what started. Or if it continues continuously, just get medication. There is medication to stop sleep paralysis. Now that I talked to you about the symptoms of sleep paralysis, I'm finally going to talk to you about some myths of sleep paralysis. Some people actually thought that sleep paralysis was the work of the evil, like witchcraft or something, like somebody's doing you bad or something. According to Nicholas D. Kristof, in a newspaper article, Alien Abduction Science Causes Sleep Paralysis, posted on July 6, 1989, he stated that sleep paralysis researchers say that as many as 60% of intense abduction experiences lead to sleep, and some of the reported symptoms, noises, smell, paralysis, levitation, terror, image of frightening intruders, are very similar to those of sleep paralysis. So a lot of people that thought that they were being abducted by aliens were actually getting the symptoms of sleep paralysis. So that's one of the myths. Another myth is called hag riding, which means you feel like you're being crushed by a witch or a hag. It's like you see images on top of you and they're not letting you breathe or move. And it's also called old hag syndrome. Sleep paralysis is a hereditary disorder in which you experience a feeling of being paralyzed. You can't move, you can't yell, you can't speak, but yet you could see things. I talked to you about the causes of sleep paralysis, how stress, anxiety, and sleeping on your back could cause sleep paralysis. The symptoms, you feel paralyzed, you can't move, you can't yell. and the myths, how people thought they were being abducted by aliens, and how they thought a witch or something bad was out to get them. Next time you wake up paralyzed and feel like you are being watched, don't worry, you're not being abducted by aliens or someone is out to get you. It's just called sleep paralysis.